Is the NCERT textbook enough for the CBSE Class 12 board examinations? A lot of students feel that the NCERT textbook is enough. But let me tell you, the NCERT textbook is not enough for preparing for the CBSE Class 12 board examination. And the reason is very simple. Why? Is because if you see the questions which come in the CBSE Class 12 board examination, most of these questions are not directly based on the NCERT textbook. Only 80% of questions come directly from the NCERT textbook. The remaining 20% are from reference books, the previous year question papers, the sample question papers, and higher order thinking skills questions, in which you will not have direct questions from the NCERT textbook. So these questions will be help you to think out of the box. So you have to understand that you have only 80% of marks if you prepare from the NCERT textbook. The remaining 20% of marks you have to prepare through reference books, through other materials, because most of these questions, the remaining 20% of marks, questions will not be directly based on the NCERT textbook. So a lot of students might be asking, then how to prepare for the CBSE Class 4 board examination if all questions are not directly from the NCERT textbook? Let me tell you, the best book for practicing questions for the CBSE Class 4 board examination would be Arihant chapter-wise, topic-wise question booklet. This booklet will contain everything. It contains all the important questions for the CBSE Class 4 board examination because it contains the questions based on the NCERT textbook, it contains questions based on previous year questions and sample question paper, and also questions from other reference books. So I highly recommend you this book, Arihant chapter-wise, topic-wise question bank for class 12 for all the subjects. It is available. You can go to amazon.com or you can go to a bookstore and you will be able to get this book. And I just want to advise you that NCERT textbook is enough but not sufficient for preparing for the CBSE Class 4 board examination. Why? Is because the questions are not directly from the NCERT textbook. And why NCERT is important, let me say why it's important, is because the marking scheme which the examiners get from the CBSE board will contain the answers directly copied and pasted from the NCERT textbook. So the marking scheme provided to the examiners who will be examining your answer scripts, the marking scheme will contain the answers from the NCERT textbook. And so you have to understand and use the right words from the NCERT textbook and not from other reference books. So you have to write your answers based on the NCERT textbook. Then only you will get more marks because the marking scheme will contain the points from the NCERT textbook and not from other reference books. So that's how NCERT plays a major role. So from the NCERT textbook, what you can get is you can go through the previous solved example problems and also go through the summaries of each and every chapter. You can go through the summaries and also go through the solved example problems given in each and every chapter, and also you can solve all the questions given in the NCERT textbook. And when you actually study for that particular answer for the particular question, what you do is find out the answer from the NCERT textbook itself. Because most of the questions, the answers that the examiners will have will be based on the NCERT textbook. So you have to find out the answer from the NCERT textbook. And one more thing, I also advise my students to actually give mock tests at your home. You have to prepare for the mock test by sitting at one place for 3 hours and then write the CBSE board examination. That will only give you confidence. And if you take mock tests, that will really boost your confidence. And then if you take mock tests, you will only know what are the different types of questions which are asked and how you can get more marks by preparing from the NCERT textbooks, from previous year question papers, from sample question papers, from other reference books, and also preparing the higher order thinking skills questions. So if you want to score good marks in the CBSE Class 4 board examination, don't rely completely on the NCERT textbook. You have to prepare from the NCERT textbook. It is important, but it's not sufficient. Along with that, you have to prepare the previous year question papers. You have to prepare the sample question papers, and then also the higher order thinking skills questions, and also from the Arihant chapter-wise, topic-wise question bank, which contains all the important questions for the CBSE Class 4 board examination.